Hello everyone, today is Thursday, October 31st. It's 7:43 Eastern Time. It's about 2:43 p.m. my local time. Just getting around to making Trader Jim's live video from today. In today's video, Trader Jim shows his P&L statements from Top Step Trader and Earn to Trade, I believe. So for those of you that asked to see live trading statements, we're going to see some at the end of this video. Also in this video, I sent Jim some of our best performing templates from our spreadsheet. And as you know, Jim is mostly interested in the NASDAQ. So I sent him the 500 tick and the Super Ranko 12, which is these two right here. The 500 tick's been had a spectacular performance, and also the Super Ranko 12. So we'll get to see these templates traded by Jim in the video and hear his comments about them. Interestingly, just wanted to show those templates in Sim and talk about something that should be of interest in data. So here I have two identical charts with the same settings and the same time frame, but the trades are completely different. So this is the one that I run with a 24/7 template, and I'm looking back 7 days. This is typically what I do. I always tell everyone, if you want to mimic my settings, you have to use the same settings that I use, which is 24/7, and I usually go back 7 to 10 days. So this, my default chart, hit its goal on the 1597 Heikin-Ashi tick chart. Now on this chart on the left, the data series is use instrument settings, and I don't advise using this for trading because it's not the same data. It's not 24/7 data. It's slightly different. I'm also only going back 3 days here. Now, it's because of the data that the trades are different. Notice the signal here is 3042, and on this chart it's 3041.75. The formation of the bars is ever so slightly different, and there's a reason for that, and I'm going to explain this because a lot of traders just will not ever understand why this happens, but I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. So whenever you're using Heikin-Ashi bars, any kind of bar that doesn't have a timestamp, like a minute bar, if these bars do not form based on time, so the more number of bars that you look back, then as each bar forms or as time goes by, the rules for forming the bar are slightly different. The charts are going to look very similar, the highs and the lows and the swings. It's going to look very similar, but the way the precision trend actually plays out is going to be slightly different because of the duration and the rules for the bars. So that's why we see slightly different signals on different types of data, and also your session template and even data feeds. My data feed here in Hawaii might be different, you know, ever so slightly than a data server based on the mainland US. And this is true of Jim's charts today versus my 500 tick charts. There's a slight difference in the way the charts look. What's obvious on this chart is you can see on the chart on the left right here, there is blue bars right here, and on this chart there is not blue bars right here. And once again, that's nuances because of the number of bars on the charts. The open, close, high, low for the series of bars is ever so slightly different, and it's enough to make a different signal here, and that's why we have different trades. Okay, so this is a little bit of a spoiler towards Jim's video. This is my 500 tick chart, and I'm going to bring over Jim's 500 tick chart. Okay, so I'm trying to show this the best I can. It's a little difficult to get everything lined up, but notice on the left is the Autotrader in live simulation and my template untouched, and it did 720 today. And but notice the difference in the data. Now, I don't know if Jim is using, well, he's obviously using either instrument settings or 24/7 template, but his data is different. I don't know if he's going the same number of days back. For example, on my template, I am going back 7 days 24/7, and notice at the beginning of the open range filter here, the formation of the bars, that Jim's chart, the bars go a little bit above the filter here, and on my chart they go they don't go above the filter here, and it might be because, well, they're both set at 9:30, and you can see the difference in data here, where his is all red bars and mine is blue bars, and he gets filled on this short right from the open and I don't. And so it probably has to do with getting filled on a limit order, because this market dropped and there was no pullback here, where here he had a pullback and he got filled. Now I later got filled somewhere in here, probably this, sometimes it plots at a sync because of delay by the time it plots, but it's probably filled more here. You can see the fill price at 81.75 cents, and that would be more in line with, you know, right here. So it was probably filled at the close of this bar here, or something like that. In any case, there is differences in data, so don't be surprised if your trades don't exactly match mine or anyone else's. It has to do with the bars, number of bars looking back on your chart, your data provider, your data server. It's not the same everywhere.